Well, it's time, gentlemen, to build a two-pill. And today we're going to build a two-pill using HG. Ooh, way overexposed. Ugh. Way to be professional. HG 2879 16 DO8s. This amplifier has been in process of getting built for a long time. The guy called me up and says, "Hey man, I really want one of these amps that you just produced for somebody else. Could you build me one just like it?" And I said, well, yes and no. And he goes, well, just build it in your spare time. Well, when he come up to me, he goes, hey man, you know, it's been like 2.5 years since I'm like, oh shit. Sure enough, went and pulled it. It's been like 2.5+ years. I'm playing me a little catch up here today. So what he wants is not your normal two-pill. Although I think that's what he's willing to settle for at this point. What he's looking for is what I call the ultimate drive two-pill. And you'll see what I mean as we go. Now, hot off the presses, I had to order him a cabinet because this cabinet's been here and gone, been here and gone, been here and gone. And then I had to hook him up with a, oh, come here package. Right, a power gray skull. Let me rip this little plastic bag. Oh, it's so hot, so hot. Hook him up with a fan and a fan guard. So I don't do a lot of two-pills. I don't have a lot of these in stock. And basically I had to order the cabinet and the fan guard for him here recently. And he's been kind of getting really persistent. Like, hey, where's my amp? When are you going to get done with my amp? And I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm going to spend the rest of my evening on top of everything else I got going on today. Spend the rest of my evening, I'm going to get this put together for him. And I think it's time for him to get his amp. And I think this is going to work well for him. This is exactly what he ordered. I want a little two-pill mobile. Let's build him a little two-pill mobile with the ultimate drive controls. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. You feel like shooting a YouTube segment with me there, buddy? Hi, Mr. Tesla. My boy has decided to join me out here. Well, we've got this thing pretty much populated for the most part. Transistors down, of course, input, output, transformers, oversized relay, all that kind of stuff. Metal clad output tuning capacitor, metal clad over the output transformer, all that kind of stuff. Class C box, of course, because that's what he wanted. And it has come time to slide this into that and then put this over here like that. Okay. Now it's in a case that makes it almost an amplifier. So as we put the power wire in it, then it's official. Grab a couple mountain screws here. We're just over here, just clicking right along, doing housekeeping stuff. To me, this is housekeeping. I'm just kind of trying to keep up and just take care of business, just like that. So, board's in, and now I got to solder in the coax connectors back here. One there and one there to complete the ground. That way there's no ground loop that takes place when you hook up your coax connector. It's tied to the board, and with this particular style of cabinet, it's really important that you do solder down the board, otherwise it won't last too long because it'll be flopping around. As soon as we solder this down, it'll be rock solid. So we're gonna do a remote plug on the back for him. That's gonna be power on. That's gonna be attenuator, and I gotta put a variable here in the front real quick for him. But I'll have this banged out here pretty quick. Pretty quick. Okay. We're all tuned out, and we're completed, by the way. So we're finished. This thing is done. I've been sending pictures to the guy that owns this thing, and he's like, hey, BBI, he called me today. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I think you got me confused with somebody else. I said, why? He goes, well, I wanted a one pill just like what you built Juice. And I said, oh yeah, you did, didn't you? He goes, well, I'll take a two pill. I said, okay, because you're going to get a 2-pill. Now, what he wants to do with this thing, the whole goal behind this amplifier is to make it so that he can drive it into something that needs just a little bit more drive. Like, so he wants to take like a, let's say like a Cobra 2000, and he wants to hit it with 100 watts. So, you know, he wants a Cobra 2000 to run into this thing, and then for it to make about, you know, about 100 watts worth of power, and then he can run that into something else. That's the idea. Well, I kind of overbuilt this. So this is a 10 dB attenuator, and of course it's a 2-pill. So that means we're going to give him a monster box, which he's going to barely even scratch the surface on. Now down in here, I have mounted to the heatsink a Bird 10 dB attenuator, okay? And this is mounted to the heatsink, like bolted to the heatsink, instead of just being glued or soldered up here on the top. We're utilizing a 1-pill hole for the driver's section. If I was going to make this into a 1x2, dremeled this out and then mounted the attenuator to the heatsink. Believe me, that's going to help in this current configuration. But I wanted to show you what this thing does max power. So let's come over here real quick. We're going to look at 100 watt slug in 5x, so it's reading like a 500 watt slug in peak. 1000 watt average, 5 watt slug in reverse. So first, let's turn off the 2-pill. Making about 150 watts swinging into this thing. Oh, let's turn the variable all the way up. Now I kind of muted back the amplifier and made it so it's a little bit not so hot. It's going to come into play here in a minute. 1 1 1 1 1. Okay. So with it still keyed up, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1 1. Hello, audio. That's our input tune, swinging 150 watts into it. It's getting about 400, 425 out of it peak power with 150 watts drive on 15 volts. So now, let's get ourselves a little bit closer to like the low power Cobra 29. So we're going to hook up the 2950 bench radio, which only does about 25 watts. Oh, got to turn it on. That usually helps. Hello. Okay. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1 1. So, yeah, about 35 watts. With 35 watts hitting it, hello, makes 350 peak. So let's check this out. Hello, audio. And right now you're going, damn it, BBI, it's too much. Hello, audio. We just turned on the 10 dB attenuator. Flick the 10 dB attenuator up. Hello. So the front end of this amp is taking the 35 watts of drive, and turning it into nothing. Well, now we can crank this open, turn the variable up, 35 watts of drive is now 50 watts. 100 watts. 150. And 200. About 180 watts. It's anywhere you want to adjust the knob. Now, this is not a true attenuator. This is a voltage divider. Okay? Now that we have that attenuator in line, that attenuator is taking 10 dBs worth of input signal and taking it to ground. Say, nope, thou shalt not pass. That's what makes this perfectly safe. So now, let's take this to 1x. Let's turn the amp off. Audio.
Yes, master.
Hello. Okay, now what we're doing is we're setting a radio up So the radio runs like a Cobra 2000. About 20 watts worth of drive. Turn the amp on. Let's go back to 5X. Turn the variable all the way open. About 200 watts worth of drive. We'll flip with a 10 dB attenuator online. Hello, 111, hello, 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 1111, hello, 12, 12, 12. 150 watts worth of power. Variables all the way open. Attenuator on, variable all the way open. Hello, 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 11111. Point is, with this configuration, good to go. Like 120 watts, no problem. You want to dial it in and out, turn the knob. Okay, so let me go ahead and hook up the fan and let's put the tin on it. Well, gentlemen, here we are, the end of this conversation. Very clean, very straightforward little 2-pill with a whole bunch of variable drive in it so we can turn it up and down. Hello, 1, 2. 30 watts in, hello, 350 out. With all the attenuators out. Flip this switch. Hello, 150 out. Turn the mic gain all the way up. Hello, 200 out and variable down. It's been a quick video. I know there hasn't been a lot of commentary in the last couple of these, but I've got a ton of stuff I've got to work through, and this is just one of them that I got to get checked off the list. So, amp number 3877 2-pill with 10 dB input attenuator. To the guy that bought this thing, have faith. There's going to be a little power supply that goes with this, and a 110 volt plug-in cord that comes along with it too. Plug it in, hit positive and negative on the power supply, set the power supply behind the bench someplace. You'll be good to go. All right, I got to run. I'm off to go do other stuff. I got a big trip coming up this weekend where I'm off to Vegas. Just got to run down there, drop some stuff off, pick some shit up, and come back. That's simple. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I know there's been a lot of videos coming at you. There's going to be more to come. Have faith. We're busy, busy, busy over here. And I say thank God for each and every single one of you guys. Appreciate the support. We'll see you. Click, click.